Yo, what is up YouTube? It's your boy Legend and I am back with another video. You already know what this is just by looking at the thumbnail. What if Naruto was smart and gave up on Sasuke? Now, you already know the like goal for this video is 5 likes, so hit the like goal if you enjoyed the video and you want more of this series. Subscribe while you at it. Also, I have been working on the scripts for a lot of what ifs that I haven't been uploading that consistently, so you will soon be getting more content on some of my old what ifs that I haven't really uploaded in a while. But besides that, without further ado, let's just get into this intro so we can start this what if.
Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine, yeah. Everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah. I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah. I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah.
Okay, shithead, I'm going to give you 1 minute to explain to me why you had a fucking clone carry me all the way to the fucking Hokage Tower. Taiya had Naruto backed all the way up against a tree, Naruto cowering slightly under her scornful gaze. Taiya, Kiba had soldier pills. They were going to catch up eventually, and if I didn't do something, Tsunade wouldn't have come around, and we would be heading toward the council for a completely different reason. Taiya's baleful look never left her face as she punched Naruto in the arm. God damn it, shithead. You need to stop doing that. Doing what? Playing the fucking hero. Being the nice guy. Risking shit for me for no damn reason. Accepting me as your family. Stop protecting me. Naruto smiled and shook his head. Even if I wanted to, I can't anymore, Taiya. You're under the Uzumaki clan protection, and you're an Uzumaki now. I can't turn away from you, because Uzumaki don't turn their back on each other. Taiya growled and hit the tree she had Naruto pinned against. Oh yeah? Another question, shit for brains. Why the fuck did you do that? You only knew me for a couple of fucking days. I told Neji why. You were walking down a path of isolation. Naruto was looking past Taiya now, staring off at the sky. Shutting yourself away from the world, giving into your darkness. I saw the signs. I was close to doing the same thing. Unlike me, you didn't have friends to pull you out of the darkness. And unlike Gaara, you weren't going to be traumatized to a point of insanity. I thought if I couldn't save you, I'll never be worthy of being Hokage. Everyone can respect. Damn it, shithead. Your life would have been so much easier if you would have just ignored me. No, my life would have still been hard. Helping you has just made it unique. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Well, you've put me in scenarios I don't think I've been in. If I had ignored you? Taiya's eyes narrowed dangerously as she hissed out, I'm going to give you one fucking chance to reword that, shithead. Naruto gulped and paled. I just mean that it's been interesting having you around is all. Fine, I'll accept that. Anyways, where the hell are we headed? I thought the Hokage's tower was that way. No, that's where the trail leading to the Hokage's monument is. The Hokage tower is east of the trail. How the fuck do you know that? Because I go to the top of the Hokage's monument all of the time. It's a quite quiet, unique place. It's my own private getaway. Plus it helps me think when I need to. Doesn't help there's a small cave system inside the monument that many people seem to know about. Oh, I know. I'll take you to see Konoha at night time. I think you'll like it. Do I even have a say in this? I mean, you do, but I don't think you having anything better to do. Taya just and crossed her arms over her chest as she took a step back and let Naruto walk away from the tree. She wouldn't look at Naruto though. Naruto couldn't help but notice one peculiar thing. She was still wearing Naruto's jacket from where he had let her have it from the previous night. He was stuck wearing his dirty white tee from where Kiba had nearly torn it to shreds. That was one hell of a fight, but regardless of if I won or not, it just proves how weak I am. Without the Foxy Chakra, I wouldn't have been able to do half of what I did. I need to get stronger and learn to rely on more than just the Foxy Chakra. Though I think Pervy Sage will like how fast I'm able to call Kyuubi's power. Taya noticed Naruto quick change in attitude. He didn't show it, but she could see it. His eyes shone a little less brightly, his smile a little more forced. Though what he was thinking was anyone's guess. Oi, shithead, what are you thinking about? Naruto shook his head. Whatever was troubling him seemed to go away. Or just worrying about the upcoming council meeting. I'm worried that the civilian council is going to try and sabotage me. The blonde shit's lying to me. Why would the civilian council sabotage you? They really don't like me for reasons that happened in the past. They sabotaged my schooling, so I was the dope. The dead last, if you call it. Why is this place so hell-bent on putting you down? They couldn't honestly think alienating their own Jinchuriki is a good idea, so why do they hate him? Naruto grimaced and looked at the sky as they kept on walking. Should I tell Taya the truth? Just being associated with me is going to cause her problems with the village. And she has the right to know why they hate her. Well, I could lie and tell her the reason everyone's giving her a hard time is cause they learned of her being part of the Sound Invasion. Who am I kidding? I'm too nice to do that. But what if Taya becomes scared of me? Plus, there's this council meeting and in the worst case scenario, she's going to be thrown in jail or killed, so it'll be pointless telling her. What to do? I'm not used to thinking this hard. His thoughts were interrupted by Taya poking him in the side of the head. Oi, Earth to Blonde. You going to answer my questions or stare at the clouds all day like some lazy piece of shit? Konoha Hospital. And then we ran into Tsunade-sama and said, Shikamaru then sneezed. You okay, Shika? Yeah, probably some troublesome woman talking about me again. Why do I suddenly feel an extreme urge to hit a lazy oaf? Sorry, Taya, but if we make it to the Hokage's monument tonight, I think I'll tell you. But until then, it'll remain a secret. Damn it, Blondie. I don't like secrets being kept from me. Come on, Taya, we're ninjas. We keep more secrets than anybody else. I don't like this. I'm sorry, but my secret isn't one I like sharing. But you're an Uzumaki, and you're affiliated with me, so if you make it out of this meeting, people are going to target you to get to me. What the hell do you mean, if I make it out of this meeting? Are you saying I could go to jail or get killed? Well, I wouldn't say get killed. Most of the shinobi on the shinobi branch of the council are good people. They'll take into account the amount of rapes you stopped during the invasion. So at the worst, you're looking at jail time. Hold it, shithead. I thought you said you were worried about the civilian council. Well, this isn't a shinobi matter, so the civilian council has no say in what's going on. But most of the civilian council is corrupt politicians who think they have more power than the Hokage. That's not how shit worked in the Sound. There wasn't any civilian council, just the strongest clan heads in one group. Why the hell do you even need a civilian council to run a ninja village anyways? They're advisors to the Hokage, but that hasn't stopped them from getting a big head. The third Hokage was really lenient with them for a while, so they got more powerful than they really should be. Well, that's just some stupid bullshit. Aren't civilian councils supposed to do nothing but advise? Well, yeah, but ours seems to have forgotten that due to Hokage Gigi being soft. But it's not them I'm worried about. It's Danzo Chimera that really has me worried. What the hell can this Danzo Chimera do? According to Jiraiya, Danzo is very manipulative. He's a cold-blooded politician through and through. He'll use any means necessary to get what he wants. He and the Hokage Gigi, they both want what they believe to be the best for Konoha. But their worldviews are like water and oil. They adamantly refuse to work together. So what are you saying? That Danzo will try to get me thrown into prison or something? No. He'll definitely be the one to suggest extreme forces be used on you to exact whatever information you have on Orochimaru. So how much support does he have on the Ninja Council? Well, among the main clan heads, I don't believe any, but he has enough blackmail and bribe on the lower clans of Konoha. I really don't know. By this point in time, they had come to a building much like the Hokage Tower, tall and foreboding. But unlike the tower, this building was painted a pale blue color and had a dome on the top of it. No windows, no fancy wood and stonework. Is this it, shithead? Naruto nodded his head and held the door open for Taiya. Yeah, the inside isn't much better. The decor here sucks, and Naruto was right. The inside was completely made of the same stone as the outside of the tower. Wooden floors, and the only pictures she could see were of the previous Hokage, as well as who she assumed were current and previous council members. Well, damn. You'd have thought that this place was made by some guy with no talent. I thought all people of the Leaf liked your shit big and fancy. Naruto grinned. Nah, this place is as boring as they come. The only thing this place was built for was to hold meetings. Granted, from what Hokage Gigi told me, the further up you go, the more important the meeting taking place is. And the more boring it gets. As they were talking, they went through another set of doors that led to a small hallway of rooms. And along the hallway was none other than Kakashi reading his book. Right behind him were 4 Anbu. And behind them was Jiraiya, leaned against the wall, scribbling inside of a book. Though the moment Naruto and Taiya appeared, everyone's eyes, if you're talking about Kakashi, went straight to the duo. The Anbu drawing their tantos from their sheaths. Bear spoke up, saying, Naruto Uzumaki, you are under arrest for an unprovoked assault upon 2 of your fellow ninja. In Taiya of the Sound, you are under arrest for leaving your hospital room unguarded and unshackled by your chakra chains, as well as the numerous crimes you committed during the Sound's invasion of the Leaf. The punishment for such heinous crimes is death, and you will be executed now. As he was saying this, Weasel grabbed Kakashi and threw him next to Jiraiya, both surprised. They threw down their books and went to help Naruto, but found themselves cut off by the other 3 Anbu. What is the meaning of this? Our mission was to escort them to the council chambers. Kakashi's demands fell upon deaf ears as the 3 Anbu stepped closer, Deer calling out, Kakashi Hatake and Jiraiya, the Told Sannin. They broke the laws, and we, Anbu, are fulfilling our sworn duty to make sure justice is done. Aiding them will make you a criminal as well, and make you traitors of the leaf. Now answer me. Are you going to stand against us? Kakashi went to go for a kunai as he saw a bear chase Naruto and Taiya out of the door they came from. But Jiraiya, placing a hand on Kakashi's shoulder, stopped him. Have faith in Naruto. Turning his eyes around, they steeled over slightly as another 4 Anbu appeared down the hallway, the 2 men going back to back as he finished. We have our own battle to finish here. Ah, I see your loyalty toward your student is clouding your judgment. How the mighty have fallen. And you call yourselves ninja. He was going to say more but was cut off by Jiraiya. I didn't know Danzo let his root Anbus show so much emotion, or even talk that much. Tell me, what did you do with the real Anbu assigned to this little escort detail? They can't be in this building. Our Inuzaka clan head, a few floors up, would smell them. Plus, the fight that happened in the forest, not even an hour ago, only a select few people know about that. So how many ninja does Danzo have watching Naruto? All he got for his questions was raised swords and throwing weapons ready to be put to use. Kakashi narrowed his one good eye. Should I use my Sharingan? If they really are root members like Jiraiya said, then they won't go down easy. I'm just glad only one went after Naruto and Taiya. Maybe if they work together, they might be able to hold him off long enough for Jiraiya and I to make it to help them. I don't doubt that Danzo has precautions put in place so that the other ninja in the council won't know of our plight. But the meeting is supposed to start in 15 minutes. Maybe Lady Tsunade will send someone to figure out what the holdup is. Jiraiya's voice snapped Kakashi out of his thoughts. Watch out, Kakashi, they're coming! Naruto and Taiya found themselves running back into the forest. Naruto having summoned a swarm of clones in the narrow hallways to keep Bear from catching up to them. Though Naruto was running subconsciously, grabbing Taiya by the hand. His thoughts were a million miles at the moment. Hey Fox, I hate to ask you, but I need a little power. No way in hell am I going to be able to stop an freaking Anbu. He heard the Kyuubi shake his head, and he could feel the Ninetales frowning as he said, sorry boy, but I can't give you any more of my power. What? Why the hell not? You didn't mind lending it to me during the fight with Sasuke, Kagemaru, and Kiba and Neji. That's exactly why. You used over 5 taels worth of my chakra in the last 4 days. Your body can't take any more of my chakra at the moment. It's very corrosive, and your chakra coils have only recently gotten used to calling on the slightest bit of my chakra. As of right now, you have been straining your chakra coils to their very limits over the past week, and more, and you'll end up like that green taijutsu user. Well then, what the hell can I do? No way can I fight an Anbu. I don't know, kid. All you can do is run and hope some sort of cavalry comes running along. Also, I'd like to point out that you forcibly took my chakra during the fight with Sasuke and Kagemaru, who those two were trying to kill you, and Kiba and Neji. They are arrogant assholes. Beating those kinds of people are the best victories. Now's not the time, Kyuubi. Are you sure there's nothing you can do? He felt the fox take a moment to think for a couple of seconds before saying, well, there is something we can do. My soul is intertwined with yours. If you die, I die. Naruto felt his temper rise slightly. He already knew that. Now wasn't the time to be going over facts. Now was the time to be thinking. I know that. What's your point? I was getting to that. If you'd stop being so damn impatient, look for my plan to work. You have to trust me, alright? Mentally, Naruto narrowed his eyes. What are you planning, Fox? So Kyuubi laid down his plans to Naruto. As he was doing this, Naruto was taking great care and keeping his mind open to the memories of his clones being rather brutally killed. That didn't concern Naruto. They weren't made an attempt to beat him, just slow him down. No. It was the fact that he was getting closer and closer to Naruto that had him concerned. He swept his clones aside like a chessboard and was gaining ground considerably fast. Hell, I've only been gaining for a few months now. This is an Anbu with years of experience. I'm not surprised that he's catching up, though he should be running into the traps I set right about boom. The ground shook as a massive explosion rocked the entire forest, and Naruto could see smoke coming from not too far behind him. Oi, shithead, what the fuck was that? Naruto grinned as several smaller explosions followed suit. Well, Taiya, I've been making lots of shadow clones. Some of them set traps, big traps, and that used up all of my remaining explosive tags. But that wasn't only the beginning. Granted, it was the biggest trap my clones set, but the rest will keep them busy. Plus, more clones. Taiya's eyes bugged out. How many of those shits can you make? Naruto grabbed his chin and thought. To be honest, I don't know. I made about 100 spread from here to the tower, and when I fought defecting Chunin right before I was made a Genin, I made almost 250, but I've never actually put everything I have into the shadow clones and multi-shadow clone jutsu before. Taiya's eyes were as wide as dinner plates by the time he was done talking. 250? He could still fight a Chunin? The shadow clone jutsu is forbidden Jonin rank ninjutsu. Only forbidden because of its insane amounts of chakra it takes to form even a few. Being a Jinchuriki is no joke. Plus, he's an Uzumaki who have naturally high chakra pools to begin with. Just how strong are you, Naruto Uzumaki? Anyways, Taiya, it doesn't matter. We just have to keep running until we run into a familiar face, or Tsunade Bachan sends the cavalry. Wait, didn't that Tsunade bitch say she'd get you in big trouble? How do you know she didn't order these ninjas to try to kill us? Naruto smiled as he held up a fist, ticking off a finger for each of the points that he made. A. Right before we were chased out of the council tower, Kakashi Sensei was just as surprised by their actions as we were. B. Tsunade doesn't order fellow Leaf Shinobi to attack other Leaf Shinobi. She'd want us to go to trial because she cares about me. And she doesn't believe in unjust and ruthless punishment. C. Only a couple of people should know about the fight, such as Suzumi and Hayashi, the clan heads of Kiba and Neji's clan, respectively. I know news travels fast in a Leaf, but a fight between 3 Leaf Shinobi in the middle of a fairly secluded area of the woods? It would take a while for news like that to be leaked to the public. Granted, someone proficient in sensory techniques might have sensed all of the chakra being thrown around in our fight, but most would have just thought it was a friendly spar. Okay, I get it, you trust Tsunade, so how are we going to fight this maniac? Well, can you contribute to the fight at all without your flute? Not really. Most of my fighting style relies on using my flute to summon my Doki, or put my enemy under a genjutsu, and if I can't do any of that, I usually rely on my curse mark to give me an edge in the battle. And as of right now, I can't use my curse mark, and my flute is still in the hospital room, and my Doki won't listen to me without my flute. My taijutsu is Chunin at best, and my ninjutsu arsenal is limited to only a little medical ninjutsu taught to me from an old woman a long time ago. And I don't have any ninja tools. Damn, that Nara was right. I really need to pick up a couple of kunai and shuriken. As she said that, Naruto pulled out a kunai and placed it in Taiya's hand. Here, it's not much, but it's the best I can do at the moment. I summoned some frogs, but the only two I really know how to summon is Gamakichi and Gamabunta. Both really won't help in a situation like this. Wait! Naruto's thoughts went back to the interesting conversation that he had with Might Guy right after Kakashi had started teaching him elemental manipulation. Damn it! I can't get this! How the hell am I supposed to scrape my chakra together like Asuma Sensei said? This is just too hard. Damn it! Naruto and approximately 120 clones were out in a field practicing turning their chakra into wind nature chakra and failing. In fact, they had been failing for about 2 hours with limited amounts of success. Kakashi had left a while ago, an hour ago to be exact. This is getting me nowhere, and more clones won't help. Son of a bitch! Looks like you need help, Uzumaki-san. All of the clones stopped what they were doing as one Might Guy stepped into the training area, and surprisingly enough, he wasn't wearing green spandex or orange leg warmers, though he still had weights on his arms and ankles. He was actually wearing some blue joggers and a plain white t-shirt, which was something Naruto couldn't get over. Guy Sensei, is that you? I hardly recognize you without your green on. Guy laughed loudly as he pulled out a canteen of water and started taking a couple of sips. It was then that Naruto noticed small beads of sweat on Guy's forehead. I guess he was in the middle of a training or something. So why is he here? Well, Naruto, Kakashi told me you were having a bit of difficulty with your wind manipulation training, and I've decided to help you. Wait, what would you know about it, Sensei? Well, the element of wind happens to be my only elemental affinity after all. I know the basics, but I've mainly focused on taijutsu over ninjutsu. Naruto was shocked, since he had known Guy and he had known the eccentric man since he and Lee had been in the academy. He had never heard Guy mention knowing his elemental affinity. Really? That's awesome, Guy Sensei. So, how can you help? Well, Naruto, you know how Lee and I can enter the 8 celestial gates, correct? Isn't that where Lee goes red and his eyes lose their pupils and he becomes amazingly fast? That's exactly right, Naruto. Do you know why that is? Alright fam, usually I would not read these, but I'm going to read this author's note right now just so you guys don't clown me and say that this shit is bullshit wrong. Alright, the author said, from here until I tell you so, I am going off of bullshit facts I am coming up with due to the power invested in me by fanfiction. Some may be accurate wrong or unexplained, but in this story, the facts stated below are true. This is his wording, not mine. Back to the what if. Now that you mention it, no, I don't. It really confuses me because, as far as I know, Lee's chakra network is like underdeveloped or something. Guy grinned and did his signature pose. It's possible through the use of the yang half of chakra, the part that gives jutsu physical form, and the part that represents the body's physicality in total. What's yang chakra? Chakra is made up of two things: spiritual energy, or yin chakra, and physical energy, or yang chakra. Yang chakra, if applied like normal chakra to the body, acts as a massive enhancement. The 8 celestial gates are 8 vital chakra points that limits and blocks how much power a ninja has. But by pushing through these gates with pure yang chakra and opening them, you start to unlock the body's truest and strongest abilities. But It's a very dangerous, because the body isn't prepared for such a massive increase in power and chakra. That's why even opening the first gate, the gate of opening, is taxing for most Jonin. Only through rigorous physical training can one hope to use them effectively. Wow, that's so cool, but how does it help me? Well, I guess I was trying to use it as an example, but if I may, a better one would be, he stopped talking and looked around the area to see if there was anyone there. When he was certain that the only people in the area was him and Naruto clones, he continued. A better example would be the use of the Nine Tails chakra. Naruto eyes widened as he heard this. What do you mean? Kakashi told me of your mission to Wave and how you tapped into the Kyuubi's chakra to fight the ice user, Haku. He described the Kyuubi's chakra as very heavy in the air, very dense, and very powerful. Those same words are used to describe Yang chakra. So what might help you is to imagine you're using part of the Kyuubi's chakra, the heavier part. Anyways, Naruto, I have to go. Good luck with your training. Thanks, guys, sensei. But guys, I'm going to end it off right here. I'm going to be 100 with you guys. I had so much trouble just recording this part alone because there was so many grammar issues that I had to stop and mentally fix. Because remember, this isn't my what if or my fan fiction, but wow, the amount of grammar issues is diabolical. But anyways, I'm going to end it off right here. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe while you're at it. Remember, the like goal for today's video is going to be 5 likes, so hit that like button. But with that out of the way, I'm out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay blessed, y'all.